Alright, diving in. Number 1 on the list, Rat 3. Rat 3 is a small enough knife, yet sturdy enough, thick enough. Great blade on it. D2 steel. It's a perfect size, great handle to do just about anything you'd need without having to carry the size of a large survival knife. Highly dependable. Wouldn't have any problem using this on anything. Alright, number 2, I choose the Saber Saw. Saber Saw is sort of a chainsaw design with nice nylon loops. It can be used with gloves. Enables a nice firm grip. This thing can take down logs over a foot in diameter. Between that and a Rat 3, there's nothing you can't do, whether it's building a shelter, getting firewood. That is a powerful combination for the weight that you're carrying. Save calories in not having to swing a large axe around. Alright, number 3 on the list is going to be my Leatherman Surge multi-tool. Along with having a small saw for creating traps and building a shelter, I wouldn't want to do the entire shelter with that little thing, which is why I carry the Saber Saw. But for repairs, it's got a nice leather punch. This insanely small little screwdriver can easily be melted down, turned into a fish hook, sharpened for a spear, even a needle for repairs or sutures if need be. Alright, keeping yourself out of exposure to the environment, to the weather. This is a sil nylon poncho. One of its advantages is its intended use is to become a tarp system. 5x8 is bigger than the average poncho you're going to run into. The color itself lends itself to signaling. And you would be able to make yourself a great shelter, keep yourself dry and warm and out of the elements. Could also be used for collecting rainwater. Alright, Adventure Medical Kit Emergency Bivvy. A little bit stronger than regular emergency blankets. With the bivvy design, because it is a sleeping bag, it's going to be a waterproof system that's going to allow you to extend your shelter out for any rain that may come in through the sides of your tarp shelter. Because it is all the way around your feet and body, and it's going to keep you dry on the ground. It's going to enable you to take your boots off and your socks, enable you to dry things by the fire, and keep everything else dry and comfortable. And not only for signaling use, the inside is extremely shiny, keeping your body heat in. Number 6 is going to be the Nalgene bottle. One for its water carrying abilities, carries over a liter. It's indestructible. You could run this thing over with a bulldozer. It also is watertight. Obviously, because the water's not leaking out, that means that water can't get in. So if you empty this out and put things in it, say dry socks or something that you wanted to keep dry while crossing a river, it is easily secured to your body or your backpack, and you can keep all the stuff you wanted to get dry in there. If you had food that you had procured that you wanted to keep away from other animals, there's nothing going to get in to this bottle to keep your food safe, and could easily be hung from a tree. Alright, for number 7, I have chosen the 1-pound coffee can. Great, durable, yet pliable enough if you needed to use the metal, you could. I have a baling wire on top that can be hung over a fire for boiling your water as its main purpose. It's big enough to cook in. I chose that because one of these boiled, I can fill an Nalgene. Alright, number 8, for fire, I have chosen the Ultimate Survival Technology Blastmatch. Not only for its size, its convenience, it can be operated one-handed. It's waterproof, extremely reliable. The size of that fire steel is going to keep you with lots of fires going. And fire is key for boiling your water, for cooking your food, for creating yourself warmth in your shelter. For psychological reasons, it's nice to have a fire to keep the boogeyman away from the dark. And it is going to be your great signaling device. Hey guys, this is going to be item 9, 10, 11, and 12. 9 is the compass, 10 is the ranger beads. I'm including the pencil as one item and the notebook as an item. The reason I went with this is the compass is great for navigation. This is a Kaminga compass. It's bulletproof. It'll outlast us all. Something to hand down to your children. Don't buy cheap compasses. I chose the ranger beads so you can easily track how many paces and how far you've gone for creating your own map. Next item, 13, is the whistle. good whistle will get you a lot. Nice bright colors, going to make it hard to lose. A little lanyard, put it around your neck so you always have it with you. You can project a whistle blow way louder than your voice. Number 14, I've chosen Slingshot Bands. Slingshot Bands, you can easily make the Y part of a slingshot. This is going to be meant for a long-term survival, at least over a week. So food procurement is going to be on your list of things to do. Slingshot is a very cheap and effective way of procuring small game. The tubes can be used, if you cut them, if you needed to, you could use as a drinking straw for getting into crevices to capture rainwater that is stuck inside rocks. Direct pressure is going to be your best bet for most bleeding, but if for some reason the bleeding won't stop for direct pressure, this could be used as a tourniquet. Number 15, Bandana. This is going to be hard to do very quickly. I'll give you some easy uses. Procuring water for capturing dew. You could use as char cloth, fire tinder. Bandage is primarily probably the reason I will carry it, as far as creating a bandage out of that. Could be used as a tourniquet if you wrapped it up tightly. Next item, number 16, is bag balm. Used for champed teats for cows and udders. You can see right there. It has antibacterial properties in it. It is a petroleum base. Because it's petroleum based, you could use it for fire lighting. I could use it to lube a fire piston. I could lube a bow drill. Because of the antiseptic properties, I will be using this in conjunction with my bandana for any wounds that I procure. Duct tape is going to be number 17. This is another thing I could probably go into a 10-minute video for, and we're going to take our time here. For repairs, for blister care on your feet, for bandages, if I cut a piece of my bandana, use some antiseptic bag balm, I could use this as a waterproof band-aid. Next on the list, 18, is going to be paracord. This is 100 feet of paracord. 100 feet I think is a very manageable length. You could easily cut it down to 425s if you needed to for shelter building. Get the good paracord that has 7 inner strands. You're going to basically have 700 feet of very strong nylon cordage if that's what you needed to do. This is just 101 uses again. Paracord, you're going to build your shelters, you're going to make your traps, your snares with the 7 strands on the inside. You could easily use it for fishing, sutures. Being that your number one item is going to be a knife in the wilderness, to keeping that knife sharp is not only going to be more safe, but it's going to be more effective for everything you do. This is just a small little Smith's carbide ceramic, and then it's able to do serrated. Number 20 on the list is going to be a headlamp. I do think light is important. It's not completely necessary for survival, but I think it adds a certain element of safety to your trip. Whether you're trying to find out what's going bump in the night, whether you're using it for signaling, it's a great signaling device. They're extremely bright. There it is. The bag I chose was the Maxpedition VersaPack Jumbo. All 20 items are in there, not even blinking an eye. I've got room to spare just about everywhere. I chose Maxpedition for its versatility. It's just strength. The pack weighs 1.5 itself. Altogether, weighed on a fish scale, weighs 6 right on the nose. So 6 pounds, 20 items, including the pack. You've got a powerful little kit right there. They could easily keep you in the woods for over a week. Thanks, guys.